Hi there, this is Jacob Nash, and this is a review of Module 65, Introduction to Disorders. So what is a psychological disorder? This is just defined as a clinically significant disturbance in cognition. So one thing is ADHD. So you probably know what this is, but it's just characterized by inattention, hyperactivity, and impulsivity. So what is the medical model? The medical model is just a concept that diseases have physical causes that can be cured. So if you follow the medical model, then you believe that the causes are physical and they may be cured. There were previously in history other concepts that may have thought that sometimes people would say, oh, the devil made him do it or something like that. Like they didn't think it was a physical cause and they're like, there's nothing we can do about it. But if you go by the medical model, then you don't think that. The DSM-5 is a widely used system for classifying these psychological disorders. So what are some risks and protectors of these? So what are some risks? So things that might cause mental disorders potentially. Um, So yeah, there's supposed to be a space there. It's not failure birth complications. Failure is one of them. If sometimes when same thing with disabilities and trauma. I don't know what happened here, but anyways, failure. So sometimes when people fail at something, then it can cause them to, for example, have depression. Birth complications. There could just be some kind of birth complication that could cause it. Parental mental illness. If your parent has mental illness, it could be possible that a child could have it. Disabilities, that's another thing that causes it, and then trauma, of course, if there's a traumatic event that occurred. Protective factors. So these are things that people believe that could help prevent uh, psychological disorders. Exercise, community involvement, economic independence, effective parenting, social skills, and support. Once again, sorry that for some reason that's not on a different line. So I've used lots of pictures of Jim Carrey in these videos so far. So um, let's see something that he actually said about depression. I believe depression is legitimate, but I also believe that if you don't exercise, eat nutritious food, get sunlight, get enough sleep, consume positive material, surround yourself with support, then you aren't giving yourself a fighting chance. So he's just basically saying the protective factor. So it's kind of ironic that he, who I've been using in these videos, kind of just randomly happened to actually say something about this because he himself has had depression. Um, so characteristics of abnormal behavior. That really is what this chapter is, abnormal behavior. So behavior might be considered abnormal if it's maladaptive. So is it kind of counter-effective to what you're trying to do? Is it causing personal distress? Is it rare? That's exactly what the word abnormal usually means. And does it cause a violation of social norms? Is it causing you to do something that is not typically something that we accept that you would do? So we have looking at the behavioral approach to abnormal behavior. So behaviorists like Watson and Skinner would believe that both adaptive and abnormal behavior have similar processes. All right, what are the four characteristics of abnormal behavior? Remember, they are maladaptive. If it's maladaptive, causing personal distress, rare, and violation of social norms. Name the resource that provides sets of diagnostic categories for classifying psychological disorders. Remember, that's called the DSM-5. The belief that a psychotherapist can trace a behavior to either genetic anomalies or to problems in the physical structure of the brain is called the medical model. Remember, that's basically what this question is saying, is that it can be traced to a physical cause. What is a clinically significant disturbance in someone's cognitive, emotion, regulation, and behavior called. That's not even correct grammar, whatever. Psychological disorder. Which perspective in clinical psychology proposes that adaptive and abnormal behaviors have similar processes? Oh, behaviorists, remember? Well, there you go. Thanks for watching.